Good evening, all, and thank you for taking the time to come to the Parks and Beautification Community meeting. It's 7:32. My name is Miss Antoine Berlot, and I'm calling this meeting to order. I will just call your name, and you can introduce yourself briefly so we can start our meeting for the month of February 2026. Good evening, Miss Cheryl Sanders. How are you?
Good morning, Chair, Federal Committee Member. Good night.
Thank I will call member Gabriel Hall. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Member Judy Walsh. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's staying warm tonight.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, Miss Williams. How are you? Jacqueline Williams.
Good evening, everybody. How you all doing?
Good evening. Good evening, Miss Bonita.
Good evening. How are you?
I am good. Good evening, Miss Han Henderson. Han Hudson. Henderson.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, everyone. Happy to be here.
Happy to be here. Good evening, Miss Brida Costa.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Good
Miss Dorothy.
evening.
Good evening. Miss Dorothy will fill in for the co-chair tonight. Good evening, Miss Dorothy.
Good evening, Chair. How are you?
Good. Did I forget anyone? And good evening to our presenter, Miss Rebecca Williamson.
Good
You
evening.
unmute. Good evening. Um, so tonight, I hope that you got a chance. Did I forget anyone? I hope not. I hope that you got a chance to look over the agenda for tonight. We will have a nice presentation from Miss Williamson. This week we visited the Chile, I mean last week. We had a walkthrough at the Charlottesville Recreation Center, and from there we think that it was a nice thing to invite representative from Charlottesville. We have Miss Rebecca Williamson. She's the center manager, and soon we have one and Deputy Walter Matthew will also present. So I will leave the call for accepting the minutes after when we have more people, but I think it's nice to start with the presentation because we already have our presenter here. So now I will edit the mic to Miss Rebecca Williamson. We can introduce herself and we can start with the presentation. If you have questions, you can raise your hand. Dorothy will be the one taking notes of who raised their hand first, so she can call you to ask your question. Without further ado, I will pass the mic to Ms. Williamson. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to start off by thank you for inviting me to your meeting this evening. We are getting ready for our ribbon cutting. Finally, we got the date confirmed. It's going to be Monday, February 9th for 9:30. It's going to be a fantastic full day of things to do. So it's going to be a 9 to 5 day. So essentially, the public is still able to come into the building. They're still able to register and have tours. But to utilize the building won't start until Tuesday, like fully from 6 to 10. But I will just talk about the ribbon cutting day and ceremony. So that again will take place on Monday. The time frame will be from 9:30. So we'll have a lot of guest speakers. The mayor's office will be there as well. You guys will be there as well in attendance, as well as the press office. We're also going to have Great Oak School do 2 performances as well as PS 361. They're going to be doing a poem reading because they had a poem competition with their school. So we're going to have the winners come out and read their poem. There's also going to be registration in progress. So again, those who are able to come in and register, they're able to do so right then and there. they're able to pay for the membership, and we're also going to have different tours throughout the building. We're also going to have demos, so the public is still able to come test out the class, come see the class, meet the instructors, ask questions about any of the programs that we have, anything about any events that we have coming up. Those instructors will be there to answer any of those questions. And then for the rest of the week, we're going to have an open house week. So from Tuesday through Saturday, we're going to have a special event highlighting each group throughout the entire week. So for Tuesday, we're going to have our senior day. So for those who are 55 and up, they're going to have a special day just for them. They're going to have a special time to come in and register. We're going to have pickleball, 2 dance fitness programs, one in the dance room and one in the stretch room. So we have chair fitness, meditation, stretch. We're also going to have a learn to use of the equipment that we have. So we do have a person that's in the fitness room with the machines that's going to go around and show how to use the machine safely. If the individual wants to come in and just want to just do a quick workout without having to go to a class, they can have to they're able to come use the fitness equipment with somebody there to show them how to use the machine safely and confidently. We're also going to have a youth day. So our youth programming is from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. So those who are ages 6 to 13. They're able to come in, do homework help, do fitness, sports, games, and things like that. So we're gonna have a day just for them to highlight all the activities for them. And we're also going to have one for adaptive, as well as a family day as well. Um, I also wanted to, there's one other event I wanted to highlight. Oh, our dance fitness festival. So on Friday, the 13th, we're going to have in the pool, our aquatics instructor is going to have a Valentine's Day event in the pool. We're going to have a flyer available for that, hopefully for you by Friday, so you can hand out. And we're also going to have the family game night that day as well. So parents and kids can come in and do board games together, do arts and crafts and things like that. And we're also going to have 2 sport activities. One is a learn to play basketball and a learn to play flag football, because we are going to have our junior Knicks programs starting soon, and our flag football starting soon. So those kids who are interested in being on those teams, they're able to come in, meet the coaches, see what the routines and how the program works. And if it's something that they would want to do, they can get that information and sign up for the teams right then and there. There is no cutoff point for the team, so anybody can join. So it goes from ages 6 to 13, and it's broken down by age group. So 6 to 7 will be playing that age group. 8 to 10 will be playing their age group. 13 and 14 has their own age group, and then 15 to 17 has their own age group. So a 6-year-old wouldn't be playing against a 13-year-old like in flag football or in our junior Knicks. So I'm excited. We have a lot of programs and I can't wait to showcase. The staff is excited. We're also going to have our camp. So I wanted to confirm that as well. So our camp season is going to be starting in March. So it's the first week in March. When that information rolls out mid-February, it should be given out in the next couple of weeks. The links and the flyer for that information. So camp is a what is it? So you can what's the word? I'm losing track. Sorry, it's been a long day for me. um Sorry. So it's a lottery-based program. So any parent can sign up. You won't pay right then and there unless you were selected. So the parents have 2 options. They have the regular day, which is 500, and it lasts, the program is from 6 to 8 weeks, starting in July, ending in August. So for 500, you have a regular day, which is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then you have extended day for 575. So that allows the parent to come in an extra hour early and the kid can stay an extra hour late. So they can come in from 8 a.m. and then leave 6 p.m. So, and it's the same amount of weeks. All the kids get breakfast, they get lunch. We go on trips twice a week. They get their shirts that they wear for camp. They only wear their shirts during trips, so they get to wear their regular clothing while they're at the center. They go swimming. They do a lot of games and activities, and the capacity for this year is going to be 40, just to see how it starts out. But next year the capacity is going to be more. And I know I rambled off a lot like I did last time, so you can let me know if you have any questions.
Well, there are a couple of questions in the chat. The first is the pool operational as of Tuesday, first operational day?
So the pool, we're waiting for our lifeguards and our FP and our field operators to make sure that the pool is set. So that is a different division. So we're hoping within the next 2 weeks. So I would say by March, maybe even earlier than that, the pool would be ready.
Okay. And someone asks, what about tutoring in math and English writing? When you talk
We
about,
do have
okay,
So
sorry.
we do have homework help, and we do have staff available specifically if you want certain help in different topics. We do have staff available for that during that. And so our homework help, I have it extended all day. So usually homework help is from 3 to 4 or the first hour of after school, and then games and activities for the remainder of the day. But I have it extended from 3 to 6 because some kids come at 3, some kids come at 4, and some kids come at 5 o'clock just for 1 hour. So I have it extended throughout that whole duration. So there's always going to be somebody available for help.
And I have my own personal question. So you listed a lot of things. Is there a flyer? No, okay. Is there a flyer that breaks out all the dates, all the things that you wrote?
Yes. So
Yeah.
there's going to be a flyer that is going to have a breakdown for each day.
Okay.
Hopefully we're going to have that by Friday. We have somebody working on all the flyers today. So by Friday we should have something to hand out just for the weekly events. And then if we don't have it by Friday, more than likely it will have one Monday. So when you come Monday, if anyone wants to come in and pre-register, they can just pick up a flyer for that entire week of events.
Okay. Another question. Is there any other questions? Because I have another question.
I have a question. This is Bree DaCosta. I wanted to know, I know you were kind of I don't want to say rambling off, but you were going through the list of tours, potential tours, or by age or what have you. Will that be a part of the information that you share with us as well?
Yes, it will be.
Okay, excellent. Any more? Okay, if you want to, okay, another one is I'm a member of St. John's Recreation Center. Is membership transferable?
So your membership works at all recreation centers. So you can sign up at St. John's and then use your membership at Shirley. You can sign up at Shirley and use your membership at St. John's. So your membership is not limited to the center that you sign up with. So you can use your membership in all 5 boroughs.
Excellent. Any other questions before okay,
I have another question.
Carol? Oh, sorry. Cheryl's hands up.
Okay.
So the pricing. So the pricing is those who are 24 and younger, they are free. Those who are 25 to 61, it is $75 for 6 months or $150 for the year. Those who are 62 and older, it's going to be $25 for the year. Veterans are also 25. Those with disabilities is also 25.
Okay. Bree, you had another question?
That was my question. And I wondered, is there incentives in terms of the price based on where you live? I feel like we had explored membership at the Crown Heights community center before, our center was built, and it was less expensive if you lived in the community. Is that similar here, or is the price just the price citywide?
No, unfortunately, that is the price citywide. The only lower price I would know is if you have the ID NYC card, you do get a small discount. I believe it's 10%, but only if it's the ID NYC card. The ones that you get like from the public library, those are the ones you
I'm not
can.
familiar with it, but okay.
All right. So we all gonna get ID cards. No, just play.
Yeah.
So
So
I
it's not like it's not your driver's license or like your a non-driver's license. It's just your identification that you can easily get like from a public library. But that's what it's called, is ID NYC.
okay, I've heard of that. George, your hands up, George.
Yes, good evening. I'm so sorry I got in a little late, but I don't know if this question was asked before, but I pre-registered for it, but I haven't heard anything back from. Is this something that happening that they're holding back on responding to anyone who pre-registered?
No, so once you register, you're in our system, and so all you have to do now is go to Shirley. So even if let's say you live next to St. John's, you can go to St. John's and then show them your ID, and then they can actually you can purchase your registration there at any location, or you can come to Shirley, give us your ID, give us your name and your identification, and then we search you in the system, and then you could pay for your membership right then and there. So right now they haven't sent out any notifications to confirm. That is out of my department. But I do know once you are registered, you're in the system. But if anything, you can always call the center, and then we can just search the system just to confirm that you're registered.
Okay, so is there's someone physically at the Shirley right now this week during the week?
Yes, sir.
Oh, from what time to what time?
We're there right now from 9 to 6.
9 to 6. And is it open for use or just for registration?
So right now it's not open for use, but you can call the center if you want to just confirm that your registration has went through.
Okay, I'll stop by tomorrow. Yeah, I'm
No
not too far
problem.
from. Thank you very much.
You're
And
welcome.
that's every day from 9 to 6?
So right now it's 9 to 6 until we open, but normal operating hours will be starting Tuesday will be 6 a.m. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then Saturday, we have our Saturday night lights. So we're actually open from 8 a.m. to midnight. And then Sunday, we're open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Right now, what are your hours? Are you there Monday to Sunday? What days are you there right now?
So right now, we're finishing off the rest of this week with our staff. So we're just putting up our final touches in the building and things like that until for the ribbon cutting for Monday.
Okay.
All right, let me see. Cheryl Sanders.
Thank you so much.
You're
Ms.
welcome.
Williamson, thank you so much for coming and
You're welcome.
giving us our presentation and your partnership with the community board. Thank you. We really appreciate it. And I could tell you, we are all excited about this recreational center. And what you just laid out, it is probably one of the best facilities we have in our community right now, for, recreation, swimming, basketball, networking. It's just, it's needed. Thank you. Now, one question I have is security. Just suppose something happens. What type of security will be present at the facility?
So we do have our park security that's going to be stationed on each floor. We also have cameras that's throughout the entire building. And we also have a partnership with both precinct 63rd and 67th precinct.
Right. So you're ready.
Yes.
And my last question, aside from the community board, what other partnerships do you have in the community with different cultural organizations or schools or churches? Or is that everybody?
So we've been doing outreach since the summertime of last year, even like earlier than that. We've reached out to all of the elementary schools. We reached out to even the charter schools that's nearby, like Ascend. We reached out to both high schools that's nearby, Midwood, BCA. We reached out to as far as Huddy, even though Huddy is still a local middle school. We reached out to My Time Inc., which is our special needs group that we are going to be working with soon. And just a lot of organizations that we were looking to partner with, because we're going to have our resource fair. Also, I would like for you guys, I will send that information out, because I would hope for you guys would like to come out and possibly table that event, and just giving out any type of resources that the community may or may not know of. So that's one plan that we're going to be doing for next week.
I have a question. You
Thank you.
mentioned
No problem.
you mentioned the community-based organizations that you reached out to. Do you have a list of organizations that you reached out to? Because when Cheryl asked about partnership, it was mostly schools, and you did mention some CBOs, and you mentioned My Time Inc. But is there a list of others? Because it'd be great if the I was gonna say event, the program you have in the parks, sorry, in the center,
Mm-hmm.
if the community-based organization in the area is also part of that, except for My Time Inc.
Nope, we have others. And if anything, I can have like Tamika reach out with you, so you can get a list that we have, so we can see if there's anybody that we are missing from that list that should be present.
Okay. George, your hands up as well?
Yes. A quick question, and I don't know if it was answered again. The entrance, are you using both entrances, like from Foster Avenue and also from Farragut Place? Or would just be the entrance from Foster Avenue?
So you can essentially come either from Farragut Place in,
Yes.
or you can come from Foster Avenue side. So yeah.
Yeah, because someone
You
asked
can
me
come in from
that.
either side.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
And we have a question from Bree.
I'm sorry, I'm really excited about the the
No, you're
center.
fine.
So I have a lot of questions. I have little ones, so I think they're going to be really excited about the pool. And my husband and I are really into fitness. We work out, at home quite a bit. We have a lot of equipment here at our own home. But I had a question, because I know you're going to be doing some programming in the community center, and I wanted to know if there were going to be any, as we're talking about partnerships, any partnerships with some of the fitness programs within our community, like off the top of my head, French Pilates is pretty big, and it would be so nice if they could do like a class for the community. I know, typically when you do a class with them, it's obviously paid, but I wondered if there was some opportunity for, partnerships like that to just get, the community interested in different types of fitness that they may not be aware of. That could be, beneficial to community members and also to the business. I don't know if that's something that you can do, or if it's against rules or whatever, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
Nope, that's actually a good question. So we do have a volunteer program outside of Shape Up. So we do have a program called Shape Up, where they have instructors come out and do different programs that are either limited at centers or they may not have at centers. And then we also have a volunteer program where the public can actually apply and submit a resume to be an instructor. So all they would do is just apply to be an instructor, and they would have to go through just a fitness assessment, just to make sure that they pass, that they know exactly what they're doing, and then they're able to fully instruct without being like a parkie, but you'll be able to volunteer fitness as well. So that can be a thing. If I can reach out to that organization, if somebody that is interested, that's already doing Pilates, who is a Pilates instructor, and that's something they would be interested in doing, they're more than welcome to reach out to me.
Right. I'm thinking more, I mean, When you think about some of the trends happening just with marketing and things like now where, people are collaborating. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, like a collaboration that helps people become more aware of the offerings at the community center. And then also like cross promotion for whoever this fitness instructor is, or, something like that. I just thought that could be a really cool opportunity for the community and the community center.
Nope, that's something we've done in the past. We did something with Zumba a few years ago. So that's something I can definitely look into.
Thanks.
No problem.
We have a
Hello.
Audrey?
Yes, I just have a question. Are they offering classes like how to swim for seniors and young adults, or right now it's just anybody could use the pool, members could only use the pool?
So they're going to be offering different programs in the pool. So they're going to have a learn to swim from tots all the way to seniors. They're also going to have different fitness programs, water fitness. They're also going to have a swim team for the youth. They're also going to have a general swim and a lap swim. So if you want to just come use the pool, there's going to have a time frame for you for that. If you want to come in and just do a few laps, there's going to be a time frame for that. If you want to come swim with your family, there's going to be a time frame for that. So all of that schedule is going to be posted on the park's website, as well as we're going to have a pamphlet of all of the programs that has happening throughout the week at our front desk.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me see if anybody else before I ask my question. Okay, I have another question. Actually, I have a couple questions. The other is when you had mentioned the library card / New York ID. Sorry, let me get this straight. You talked about ID New York, and then you kind of said you can get it at the library card. If someone has a library card, could they use that?
So you have to get it. So you can get it at the local library. That's what I meant.
Right. Okay. So the library card is not the same. It's not interchangeable. Okay. Thank you.
Not interchangeable.
That wasn't my question, but let me ask my. But that was a question. Okay. The question I had is, okay. Earlier you mentioned, I'm taking notes because I like the other Bree and Cheryl. I'm excited as well. You mentioned on Tuesdays, 55 and up seniors is going to have some special things happening. So you call 55 and up seniors, but the 55 and up don't have senior membership fees. Can you explain why you call them 55 and up seniors, but not seniors when it comes to money?
So with that, I'm just used to calling it 55 for seniors because of a lot of our events started at 55 until they pushed it up to 62. So I will stand corrected. So it will be 62 and up for that event. Just for clarification, just to won't have somebody confused for them coming in and it's 55, but paying 75 when seniors is 62 and paying a $25 price. So just to clear that.
Okay, I caught that. I said, okay, all right. They changed the date. They changed the title, so therefore, some people, not me. I'm asking for a friend.
No, you got it.
So
I'll let my staff know for Tuesday, so they got to switch up the wording.
Okay, or not. All right. Audrey, do you have another question, or your hand's still raised from before? Are we doing some stretching?
Oh, sorry. My hands, I need to lower it. Sorry.
Oh, she's starting to do an exercise. All right. Everybody's excited.
Just as I'm on, you said Monday is a ribbon cutting. So the public is invited, or you have special invitees? What is it?
So they have special invitees, but we're not going to turn anybody from the public. So if they want to come in, they're more than welcome to come in and see the ribbon cutting.
It's funny, Audrey, I'm in your head because that was my exact same question that I was going to ask, but I put you in front of me to ask that question. The question is, okay, the ribbon cutting is for anyone, but you said on Monday you're also doing the tours. Was a tour just for the ribbon cutting folks, or now that anybody's invited?
Anybody can come in and do the tour.
We're going to do the tours with all the folks who are coming.
So anybody that's coming in and like, oh, what's going on here? So come on in, come get your car, come register, come take a tour. So we're inviting everybody.
Okay, 9:30. Are you serving breakfast for the ribbon cutting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just thinking about coffee and pool.
No,
That's
there's
all.
gonna be refreshments there.
Okay, any other?
How
Okay,
what's the time frame for
Cheryl?
the tours on Monday?
So it's going to be from 9:30 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I
Cheryl had
have-
her hands up and then went back down.
Yeah, Ms. Williams, I can't believe it. You sound so inclusive. I've never experienced so much inclusion
What do you mean? Oh, in terms of
from anybody, from any order.
inclusion is good. And I think I saw a hand up 718 and 52, but it went back down. Okay, that must have been an accident. And this is great. Any other questions?
So I don't see any hands, Dorothy, but I wanted to acknowledge Chair Kwame Afre, who is on the call. I know that he's very into the charitism. I don't know if you have a question, Chair Afre.
Good evening, everyone. No, I don't have any
Okay.
questions. Any questions that I've asked that were asked kind of answered any questions that I would have had.
Okay, because I know that you are all into this charitism recreation center. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Dorothy, anything on the chat? Anyone want to ask?
No,
any
I read
question?
all the. Oh, is there something called a Silver Slipper Club? I don't. It says Silver Slipper Club question mark.
Oh, the silver slippers. That was with the seniors. No, we don't have that.
The Silver Slippers in the 55 and up don't get love. All right. Any other questions? I'm looking. There's nothing. Nope.
Any other question?
No, that's it. This
So,
is excellent.
yeah, that's good. So I will ask you, Ms. Williams, is there anything that you would like to add? Any question that, the excited member didn't ask you, but that you feel that is very important to let us know? Please, that's your time now. Because if I see a hand, I will let you know. I see Miss Adele in. Oh, Miss
Yeah.
Adele? Yeah.
Yes, I did mention silver slippers, but I'd like to know if you're going to partner with any other health groups.
Your voice is never clear. Do you want to type your question? It's always like.
Are you going to partner with any health?
Put
Oh,
your
if we're going to
question
partner with
in the
any health
chat.
groups. Yeah, so we have one individual that we have looking out for mental health. We've partnered with previous events for Kings County Hospital that came out. But I'm taking any type of health organizations because I do want to have a health fair and for the springtime. Like I'm basically having like a fitness health fair. So we're gonna have our step aerobics, chair aerobics, but I also want to have tabling for like blood pressure, heart health and things like that going on. So if you have any other organizations besides like the hospitals, please, more than welcome. You can send them my way.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Chair. One last question, only because of Adele's question. I know in some gym membership, some folks' life health insurance pay for it. Is this a similar, or do you know anything about that? If your health coverage would pay for this gym membership?
No, not that I'm aware of, but I can check with my chief and find out for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Go check the Kings County Hospital.
Thank you. So I give you back the mic, Miss Williamson, to make any last comment before we say thank you to you.
I just want to say thank you again for inviting me this evening and letting you guys know some of the information. I'm excited. I've been watching this building since it was the baseball field for the ribbon cutting. So, and then actually watching it from being built from its bones up. So I'm actually excited. I'm also thrilled just watching people coming into the building and just seeing like their faces and their reactions. That is my happiness when I get when I see that. But again, I just want to thank you and I can't wait to see you guys on Monday and hope you guys get your memberships and you register. and you come to swim and you come do all the events that we have and just enjoy the building. And I hope you love it as much as I do.
Thanks,
Yes,
Miss
yes,
Williamson. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Excellent.
welcome.
thank you for your time, and I hope to
Thank
see
you.
you the ribbon cutting.
All right. All right. It was nice meeting you all. I will see you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And so
you.
now, thank you all. So now I will ask you, did you get a chance to review the minutes of the last meeting? If there is anything, please let us know before we take a vote to accept. Raise your hand. Let me know if there is anything, if you get a chance to look at the minutes so we can take a vote to accept the minutes. Miss Dorothy, I see that you have your hand up. Do
Oh,
you
I didn't
have a
put it.
question?
I
Okay.
apologize. That was me exercising. Sorry.
That's good. That's good. It was, yeah, maybe the presentation, it was so nice. Yes. Anyone, anything about the minute so we can take a vote to accept the minute? If you get a chance to look at it for us.
Mhm.
So can I, if there is nothing, if you don't want to, I have one comment. Um, for the, I mean, for the minute, some of the names appear as number only, no name. So if possible, when people sign in, if they can change their number to their name, that would be nice, because the minutes that we have um, only have a lot of numbers but no name assigned to the numbers, the phone numbers. So I think if possible, if when people sign in, if they can change their name, maybe that can facilitate the whoever is doing the minutes. Because Miss Farah probably know all the numbers. It was quick for her to kind of have the name to match the numbers, but this minute only have a lot of numbers with no name. So that's my only comment. Any other comment before we can take a vote to accept the minute? Hearing none, no name. Okay. So can I have a motion to accept the minutes of January was January 6th, 2026? Anyone want to make a motion?
I
I see
make a
two hands
motion,
with
Vanessa
other.
Sylvester.
Thank you, Mr. Rosse. Someone want to second?
Brita Costa seconds.
Thank you, Ms. Costa. Thank you so much. So now let me go quickly with my report, because I wanted to start with the presentation because I wanted to acknowledge the presenter, but my report will be quick. One was that I attended the walkthrough with the Shirleyism, which I advise anyone on this call to please take the walkthrough. You can hear the excitement from the presenter and from the members, but that excitement will double when you actually go there and see the children. You will be like, what is this in our neighborhood? So what I would like to ask you is to share the word, let other people know about it so people can benefit from the center. That was one thing that I did. Secondly, I had a meeting with the with another the Wyckoff Farm Center. I think that's the complete name. I forgot the complete name. Where it's on Clarendon Road, where we will partner with them. We will try to partner to do an event on March 21st. So you can put that on your calendar. We are still working on some logistics, but we will not do any in-person event because it's cold now. But starting March, we can partner with agencies to see what event we can do. Um, I heard from the park manager regarding the um, things that we asked for the waste bag dispensary. We are still waiting. And then I think member Jacqueline Williams, I spoke to her. She reminded me about the issue around Children Park, where we have some trees where the sidewalk is not level because of some the tree, the branches, and all of these things. So I raised that issue to the park manager, who said that he will follow up. So those are the things that I have been doing from the last meeting until this meeting. So I think that's it for me. If there is any questions for me, I will answer. Other than that, we will go to all business. Any question for me?
George.
Yes,
Yes.
I have a question. You mentioned the Wyckoff farmhouse on March
Yeah.
21st. What are we doing and what time?
We don't have a time yet. The White House usually they have a lot of plantings, a lot of opportunity for gardening and for teaching. So when I met with the representative, we talk about what they are offering and how we can contribute. So it will be some little bit of hands-on gardening where they will teach us, what to do. So I'm following up and see what we can do. But I just wanted to make sure that you know about this, that I have been talking to them, and then the next time I will share with you what exactly we can offer from what they are doing because they do a lot of things. We can just table and just be there and watch, but we can also participate with some hands-on, learning how to do some gardening and planting with them. So that will be their project, and then we will be, participating and learning. So that's one thing. But I don't have a time yet. But the time to be put the time that we can put on our calendar is March 21st. But I will come back with the exact time. It will be daytime, not evening or afternoon. But I don't have the exact time yet.
Okay, because I know, excuse me, I know the farmhouse, they do a lot. They do ask for volunteers or help cleaning the farm because they do a lot of planting over there. So I don't know how familiar you are with it, but it's basically they plant a lot of vegetables, and they also sell. They have like a little farmers market also. So that's why I was asking specifically
Oh,
what because they have different events just about every week over there during the
oh,
spring and summer.
okay. Because the first meeting was just like you said to get to know them, what they are offering, and then from there I have to get back to them and then try to see what we can do as community members. So that will be the next meeting, and I will communicate that with you. I'm glad that you mentioned that because they really have a lot of activities. But I would love us to be able to kind of, start this partnership to get a sense and see how we can learn from them and benefit from that. But I will follow up with them shortly this week before the end of this week and get back to you with the exact thing that we can, participate in.
Thank you. Oh,
You're welcome.
they
Yeah.
also mentioned they also have like a meeting room. I don't know if they discussed that with you too, because um, right on the farm they do have like a state of the art meeting room that is available to the community. So I know in terms of us meeting there, if it's possible, also you could think about that, because since we can't meet as a committee in, I guess, at the community board, maybe like the 21st or whenever, if it's something that we could have like a little get together over here to really get to know each other, because it's a nice meeting room that they have.
That is true. I went to one event in that room, but I didn't think of that until you said that. I think I can ask, for
Yeah.
that as well. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Any other questions for me before we move to the next item of the agenda? Let me see if there is any hands. Nobody. Okay. Any old business? Anything that anyone would like to bring up as an old business? Any new business? No new business.
Ms. Bernard, I
So,
don't know, Ms.
yes.
Frazier here. I don't know if I think this should be old business. It's an announcement. on the 5th of February, especially for those residents who live within the vicinity of the Crystal karting. We have a meeting on February 5th. You should have received a notification, and I'll be sending out reminders tomorrow. It's a virtual meeting. We're inviting the community residents to attend and ask any questions. The invite will go out to all committee members, whether you're Parks and Beautification, Land Use, Commerce. Every committee member will receive an invite. So the meeting is scheduled for Thursday. The documents are posted in the repository, and there's a link that I'm going to send out to the community residents. So there's no need to ask questions. Just click on that link and it's going to tell you everything you need to know about that facility. I don't know if Mr. Afray would like to put a little more emphasis on it, but his committee, the land use committee, had several meetings with the owner of that business. And Mr. Afray, are you still there?
Yes, he's there. I saw him. Yeah.
He's still there?
Yes. Sheriff Ray?
Yes, he's
No.
there. Mr. Afray? Yeah, he's there. I don't know if
Yes,
he's
yes, yes.
talking.
Sorry, it just took me a
Mr.
while to
Afray,
get to
could you
the.
just give since you've dealt with this issue in the past, I know Mr. Tate is versed in everything that's happening, but would you like to enlighten the members about the meeting that's scheduled for the 5th, please?
Sure. The Coastal Carting is they're basically a material handling company. They operate on 1481 Troy Avenue. And last year they came before the committee, trying to bring the operations of their facilities up to compliance. So they had some things that they wanted to do to reduce the dust accumulation that happened at the property, and basically they were trying to come into compliance. They've been trying to come into compliance for several years, and ultimately, at the end of our business last year, we approved them for the permit with conditions, but unfortunately, they weren't able to execute the permit and start construction because they are adjacent to our school PS 109. And the idea was that um, construction would start when school ended. The majority and the heavy lifting would be done when school's in recess, and then some minor construction would happen once school started again in September. But because they weren't able to get the permit in time, they had to start the process over again. So on Thursday, in the block, we are suspending the land use committee meeting and suspending land use business to give them the platform to have their second virtual session. This time, many of the items which we actually presented and approved with considerations or with conditions are actually included in the new build that's happening now. And we actually have a second opportunity to possibly bring any additional revisions, now that we have a year later, that may have been missed the first time. Objectively, we're trying to get them the approval so that they could then, or they're trying to achieve getting the approval so that they could then commence construction and get the permit issue in time for this calendar year's June, when school goes in recess. And that's basically the gist of it. We will be reviewing the prior drawings, the newer drawings, to see what changes were made. Anybody that's been a part of the process and been on the walkthroughs know some of the items which we requested. There were probably like 3 or 4 walkthroughs on site, at the facility itself. Many of those are included now in this new design, but we do have a second opportunity to make any additional suggestions as the project moves forward. Is that clear enough?
Yeah. I will ask Ms. Treasurer, can you also send that link to all the members? And because I also wanted to say that some Park and Beautification Committee members are saying that they didn't receive, some of the links that you're saying, some of the announcement. So I think if you could send that and check, anyone who didn't receive it, maybe they might receive it this time.
Anyone that received a link for tonight's meeting should have received a link for that February 5th meeting, and it will be sent out again as a reminder tomorrow with all information, all links for the meeting, and to check the information Mr. Afraja shared with the committee.
Thank you, Ms. Fraser. And I will put my email in the chat for any members who don't receive email for or announcement. Email me and let me know that, because some members are saying that they didn't receive anything. I think Miss Johnny said that she doesn't receive information from the board. So I think
If you
you
could,
can share
if
that.
you could send me the emails, I will gladly add them to the email blast. The email that I'm using right now is the email that was used by Ms. Farah. So I don't know, I'm new to this committee. I'm just trying to pick up the slack until our new, we have a new staff, started yesterday. Today she was entered into the system. So as of next month, she will be responsible for covering Miss Farah's committees. Miss Ayana Sinclair is her name. And she's just getting herself situated. I decided to cover all the meetings. I don't know if she's on because I had asked her.
I saw her on the chat and maybe she disappeared. She was here.
Oh,
I
okay,
saw her.
yes. So I told her, just to join for a few minutes, get an idea of how the meetings are conducted, because as of next month, she will be covering all the committees that Ms. Farah covered. So send me those emails and I will add it to the email that I received, the email list, so that we could all be on the same page. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Fraser. So
Mr. Frey has his
I know
hands
that.
up.
Oh, yes. Cherry Frey?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that anybody who's unfamiliar with the process or may have missed out, there is a repository of information. There's links that basically is a place, an archive of all of the questions that's been asked prior. It will be attached to the distribution of the flyers and the fact sheets that you receive tomorrow. If you wanted to catch up prior to the meeting, there is a repository that kind of documents what's happened since last year until now. And it'll be a nice way to refresh yourself with all the information that's been shared and familiarize yourself with some of the questions that's been asked, because you may find some of the questions that you may have now answered in the repository. I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, Chair. I see Mr. Justed, but at the same time, I will ask you, Mr. Ted. I know you usually have a lot of resources and information to share. I see your hand, but I would like you to say, if you have something to share. At the same time, if you have a question.
Yeah, well, again, it's regarding the custodian, because my question is for Ms. Fraser, did any of the elected officials confirm that they would be in this meeting? Because
So
I know.
yeah, the invite was sent out to all elected officials. I did not ask anyone to confirm, but I do plan on reaching out to them tomorrow. I know that Senator Prasad's office reached out and told me that they're going to have a representative, and I will definitely follow up once I send the notices out tomorrow, specifically to elected officials. I'm going to ask them to confirm that they'll either be there or have a representative there.
Yeah, because I know there was like last year there were quite a few, and there's been a lot of overhaul in some of the elected official offices, specifically with the Assemblywoman Monique Waterman, that basically most of the staff is new, so I don't know how aware they are of what was happening. I personally, I'm glad to see that some of the suggestions that we made were included in this revised request that they made.
Yes.
Yeah. but I just wanted to make sure that someone, especially the new members of the excuse me, elected officials office, are familiar with what was going on before, because I think the only one basically is Dalton and Daniela Reddy are the only ones that I think are still around from that time.
Can I just say something about that? This event actually is on the assembly members' calendar. Everyone in the
Yeah.
office actually is aware of it. I think on the 5th. What's that? What day of the week is that? Friday?
Yes, they all
They're
received
aware. They're aware.
invite.
Yeah, because I know she's upstate, so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, they're in session, and the invites that the district office sends gets to there. So it's actually on her calendar. I just wanted to say that.
Okay, thank you, Dee.
You're welcome.
And Mr. Ted, do you have any announcement, anything happening in the community that you want to share with us before we end this meeting? Anything?
Quite frankly, I'm not quite ready to. I could send some email to you, and it could be disseminated because there's a couple of flyers that would how to pass. But to be honest, I was late for the meeting because I had it in my mind that it was next week. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
so I was really until oh, by the way, because yes, Linda Turner called me to let me know that she was let you know that she's not going to be able to make the meeting because she was having problem with the computer. That's when I
Oh,
realized, oh my God, I put it on my calendar for next week instead of this week.
well, I'm
So
glad that you're here.
yeah.
Dorothy, do you have any update from the Office of Assembly Member Waterman that you want to share? Any update? Any, resources, anything that you want to share?
Oh no, I wasn't. No.
Okay, thank you. So if there is
Oh, the only
no
thing I want
update,
to wait. The only thing I want to share that a lot of people already know. I think Mr. Tate knows. Every year, and it's not just her office. A lot of office. I think Pashat's office. A lot of different offices. The weekend of the 13th through the 15th is caucus weekend in Albany, and a lot of the elected officials get free buses to Albany, so that you could be part of the process. So it's the Assemblywoman's office does it, and so does like Assemblywoman, I think Williams, I think maybe Councilwoman Farrah's office. So a lot of different folks are doing this. So if you want to get a free trip to Albany and see the process at work, then you can reach out to your official, your assembly, or your council
thank you.
person. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. So if there is anything, any announcement, any new business, I want to acknowledge a couple of people that I didn't say hi in the beginning. I see Ruby. Good evening. And yes, go ahead. I see your hand. Ruby, I see your hand. Yeah, you can unmute.
Just saying. Also, I don't, this is not housing, but there's an outreach at Geraliman Street for people who want to dispute their property tax. Also to file your exemptions.
Where is that?
Yes, Department of Finance at Geraliman Street is having an outreach for people. It came on the assessment. Did everybody get their assessment, their property assessment?
Yes.
Yes, it's on the assessment. I'm very much interested in something like that. I didn't see the other committee send out any for it. But here, the notice of property tax value, February, Department of Finance outreach events. There are today on in the Bronx, but Brooklyn it's February 5 at Brooklyn Borough Hall, 209 Geraliman Street. Okay.
Thank you for the announcement. Thank you so much. I didn't.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
scan this and put it in the WhatsApp.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I also see a number 646, and the last number is 49. Uh, can you introduce yourself, please? 646, the last number is 49. Hello? I didn't hear anything.
Hello?
Miss Dole? Yes, hello?
Yes. It's Marie here.
Okay. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. So, if there is nothing, I will ask for a motion to adjourn. Oh, someone
Miss
was saying?
Burlott,
Okay,
Yes,
Ruby.
Miss Burlott,
yes, Miss
this is
Anderson?
Audrey Henderson.
Yes, Miss
Hello?
Anderson? Mhm. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
I received something, it's talking about the upcoming passport fair. The representative from New York passport office will be there, and it will be at on Friday, February 13th, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Shirley A. Chisholm State Office Building on the first floor, 55 Hanson Place. So if anybody want to renew their passport or applying for a passport, they could go there on that day. And Hakeem Jeffrey's office, I'm not too sure. I saw that information before. There was a flyer.
Fantastic. Do
I
you
see.
have the flyer? If you have the flyer, you can post that in the chat. We can share it. Thank you so much. I think that's a great information as well.
Okay.
Thank you. You can share it and then, uh, you know, using the group chat, and then we can share it with other people. Thank you so much.
I thought I had a flyer. No, it's just a note.
Oh,
I
there
have
is
a
a
flyer.
flyer.
I can share it. I'll share with the group. I have a flyer. And when someone talks
Okay,
about the
thank you.
property tax, HNS, NSH, that we partner with sometime, right? Our office. They're also doing a property tax evaluation 101. So you can call the office at the Canarsie office. And I have a flyer for that. I'll share it when I get a minute in a WhatsApp chat.
Okay, thank you so much. That was a
You're
very
welcome.
nice
Good.
meeting. And at this time, it's 8:34. You know that I don't like to keep you too long.
Ruby has her hand
Oh,
up. One
oh,
last
oh,
person. Ruby.
No, not anymore.
oh,
Not anymore.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Take that down.
Yes, I just
oh.
this is
I
George. I'm
usually,
sorry. I just found something that yeah, NHS have that tax exemption
Mhm.
workshop. That's a flyer you're talking about for February 10th. It's next one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, because I was looking for it, I just found it.
Oh,
But
good. So
you gonna put it on the you taking care of it, right, Dee?
okay, you have it posted. Teamwork
Yes,
makes
because I
makes
have
the
it.
dream work.
Yeah, February 10th, which is it would include both the taxes exemption on. They will also discuss the property value, notice of
Yes.
property value.
Oh, I should
thank
look
you
at
so
that.
much.
Yes.
I also admire the fact that you are sharing information with the group chat, because although we are part and beautification committee, but we are also community residents. So we need a lot of information. We need to know what is happening. So please
Mm.
continue to do what you are doing with the group chat by sharing information with each other. This can help each other. Remember, if there is anything in the park, any branches, falling branches, call 311, make a complaint, but also take the number to share with CB17. We would love to support you. We love to assist. If you know any community members that, people who don't know anything about CB17, let them know, direct them to our address so they can stop by and ask questions. This is what we are doing a lot, but we need the community also to know that CB17 is there and we are there to assist. Thank you all. Now, can I have a motion to adjourn? Who is making the motion to adjourn?
Me, Dorothy.
Dorothy Gordon.
Second.
I need someone to second this motion to adjourn.
Second.
Who is second?
Gabe.
Gabriel Hold second the motion. So now you are all free to leave. Thank you, Miss Fraser. Thank you for your time. Thank you for filling in. I acknowledge that this is a lot on you, but I really appreciate the job that you are doing. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I
You are
appreciate you,
welcome.
Chair. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Yes.
Thank
Night.
you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Not all. Good night all.